Hi everyone, this is Sadiq Salim all the way from Dubai. Welcome to the episode 2 of my Dubai life on something hot. Today, honestly, it's my honor to be sitting next to a world champion, a winner of several accolades, including the prestigious Padma Shri, Padma Vibhushan. Also, इन्हें प्यार से कहा जाता है इंडिया की बेटी और उससे भी ज़्यादा प्यार से कहा जाता है पाकिस्तान की भाभी. So I'm sitting right next to the global sports icon, सानिया मिर्ज़ा. आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया कि आपने हमें अपने घर में आने की इजाज़त दी. कहते हैं 2 महीने में खुदा भी मिल जाता है, बट आपका अपॉइंटमेंट लेने में हमें 2.5 महीने लग गए. तो why is it so hard to get hold of you, Sania?
Well, actually, I was not really meeting people because of the whole pandemic. Like I said, we're just being a bit careful, and I was traveling. मैं थी नहीं. I was traveling a little bit, तो इसी वजह से, unfortunately. But I'm glad we're here.
Yeah, so are we. Tell us about your life in Dubai in general, because आप होती तो दुबई में, बट जो भी दुबई में होता है वो अक्सर कहीं ना कहीं नज़र आ जाता है, बट आप किसी गायबाना तरीके से दुबई में हैं कि आप इतना नज़र नहीं आती. I mean, we get to know only through your stories, through your...
Actually, हम लोग इतने we are not socially so active, so to say. हम लोग जब भी दुबई आते हैं we try to relax quite a lot, क्योंकि हम जब इंडिया या पाकिस्तान में होते हैं तो we're not relaxing as much. और मैं बस अपना रूटीन करती हूँ. I'm with the baby and I have my practice and training and Shoaib has his. वो actually श्रीलंका में है, वो आज रात में आ रहे हैं. तो we're always traveling as well and तो हाँ हम लोग ज़्यादातर we try to eat at home. We're home birds more I guess.
Is that so? Maybe because you guys travel so much कि घर फिर ज़्यादा याद होता होगा. Homesickness भी ज़्यादा होती है.
we like staying at home.
Okay, cool. How has the lockdown treated you, or how have you actually managed to survive this insane period?
I think that everybody's had their struggles with the lockdown. Everybody's had different kind of struggles, and I think that we should just feel happy and grateful that we're healthy and we have a roof above our head. The kind of scenes that you got to see, especially in India with the migrant workers and stuff like that, was very sad. So it's been a difficult time for everybody in different ways, I think. A lot of people have lost jobs. Financially it's been tough, and also just trying to stay healthy. So I think that like I said, it's taught me especially to appreciate smaller things. I think lockdown has taught us all that we should feel grateful for being healthy, for being with family, for being safe. And I think Alhamdulillah, it's been fine for me. I can't say that it's been a horrible time. Of course there are other issues, but I think there are a lot of people in the world who've had it worse, and hopefully this is going to end soon.
You for me, you are pretty much like a queen of long distance relationships, because you have been away from your family. Shoaib keeps on traveling. Your best friend Farah, Pariniti, they all are not here. उनका base जो है वो दूसरी जगह पर है. How do you kind of manage this long distance relationship?
I think it is what it is, really. I think we all are very busy in our own lives, and we do have to focus on ourselves, but I'm a big believer in that. But I think that I've been able to manage that because that's the only kind of relationships I've known. I've traveled since I was at the age of 10, and now I'm 34, so I've traveled for 24 years of my life, and I've always had friends. Even with my parents, I was always apart from one of them because we were traveling for tennis and stuff. So it's just the way it is. You just get your head around it, and you try and maintain maintain as much as possible. I mean, it's become a lot easier with having a phone and all kinds of communication that is there today. So it's really not that bad. But I think that the toughest one is obviously to manage with your husband, because you both are traveling so much, especially now after having a baby. But yeah, it's going well. I mean, it's been 11 years, so it's going all right.
True that. I know it's been 11 years already. अच्छा, मुझे एक चीज़ आपसे जो पूछनी थी, since you said that you've been traveling from the age of 10, you started tennis
when I was 6. Yeah.
And then you actually defeated somebody who was like 15 years.
Yeah, when I was 8, I
when
did.
You were 8, yeah. तो कभी, of course, अभी उस time पे it's too soon to say कि यार this is my calling. But I know, I'm curious to your parents.
Yeah, I think that at that kind of age, it's your parents who are kind of encouraging you to do different things in life, and I think it's very important for those for kids to have parents who are encouraging towards different things and who are believing in their kids. And I was lucky enough to have parents like that who kind of just nudged me towards my calling, so to say. And I think that eventually when I was 12, 13 is really when I knew that okay, this is what I want to do.
Your father comes from like a sports background. He's a sports journalist, right?
Yeah, my dad used to be a sports journalist. He used to play cricket. We've had a lot of cricket in our family. but no tennis player. So I was the first one. We've had we've had an Indian cricket captain. We've had Ranji players. Obviously, I got married to a cricketer, and
Yeah.
my sister got married to a cricketer, and into a cricketing family. So we
Yeah.
have a lot of cricket in our blood.
True
But
that.
tennis is something that didn't come very naturally. But I'm glad that I was the first one in our family to do it.
And you used to kind of pass by the tennis court जब आप स्विमिंग करने जा रही होती थी, and that's how it.
Yeah, I used to swim, play tennis, and skate. ये तीनों चीज़ें मैं करती थी. So I happen to be slightly better at tennis, I guess, than the
okay.
other things. And yeah, rest is history, like they say.
आपकी अपनी क्या असेसमेंट है, हाउ फार हैज टेनिस रीच? बिकॉज आई थिंक इंडिया और पाकिस्तान की अगर दोनों की बात करें तो आई थिंक सानिया मिर्ज़ा और इसामुल हक हु रियली ब्रॉट टेनिस ऑन अ ग्लोबल मैप, स्पेशली अगर हम साउथ एशिया की बात करें. बट डू यू थिंक दैट सानिया मिर्ज़ा के बाद और इसाम के बाद साउथ एशिया में टेनिस जो है हैज इट रियली इम्प्रूव्ड?
I think it's difficult to talk about it as a whole of South Asia. I think there are certain things that are very different in India regarding sport, and we have a lot more tennis players in India, who have come out. Unfortunately, in Pakistan, after Assam, there's not been someone who has come to that level or even close. But in India, it does happen, especially the guys are in a better position. We've got a couple of top 100 players. We've had Rohan Bopanna, who's been 3 in the world, who used to play with Assam actually. We've obviously had Leander Pace and Mahesh Bhupati. So we've had a few. I mean, I think the girls are probably not, so to say, in as good as a space as the men are from India. Like it's getting better. I mean, it's definitely much better than 25 years ago when I was playing. So it's only getting better, yeah.
While I was reading about you, I got to know कि आपने ये वाली टर्म बहुत मरतबा यूज़ की है कि हमारी हैंड आई कोऑर्डिनेशन बहुत अच्छी होती है. What does that mean while you are on the court?
Well, hand-eye coordination is the basic thing you need to play any sport, and some people have a lot of it, some people have less of it, some people, so it just really depends. It's about how you're coordinating your eye with your limbs, really, and when you see a ball, how you react and how fast you react to it. So
okay, so it's got nothing to do with your partner. I thought कि वो जो उसको इशारा करते हैं, because I was actually watching your match. उसमें आप हर थोड़ी देर में you would say something to either Federer के साथ भी मैंने आपको जो I think जो दिल्ली में हुआ था IPL. What do you guys talk about? वो इतनी छोटी सी देर में what are those?
We talk about where we're going to serve and where we're going to hit the ball, so that the other person is in tune.
मैं हाल चाल नहीं पूछ रहे होते हैं.
कितने बार पूछेंगे? 2 घंटे में.
True that. Okay. So speaking of tennis, Sania, is there any one memory of probably आप तो खैर इतने अनगिनत मैचेस खेले, what would you rate as your most difficult and most interesting match?
Oh, I mean, it's very difficult to say what was the most difficult. I think every match that you play, you have to give your 100%, no matter who you're playing. So you can't really judge it like that. But I think that probably one of the best memories is when I became number 1 in the world. I think that's probably a memory, and that's something that every person wants in their life, is to be the best at what they do in the entire world. So so I think that will probably be the best memory. But toughest match, I think it's unfair to say. I think all matches are probably as tough as the other.
And why do they say that tennis is actually a rich man's game? What's the
Because
context?
I think when you play cricket, there's about 22 people who can play with 2 bats in a ball, or even 1 bat in a ball. And when you're playing tennis, or when you're playing football, you have 1 ball and you have many people who can play. But when you play tennis, you need rackets and you need a tennis court. It's not as simple as just going out in the garden or in a park and just starting to play tennis. You need stuff. So it's actually not really I beg to differ a little bit there, because it's not really a rich man's sport. It's a rich man's sport if you want to become professional. But to play, I don't think it's really a rich man's sport. If you want to go and take lessons or basic, going and playing at courts and stuff, it's very reachable. But it's not probably as mass mass oriented as a cricket or a football. Exactly.
गलियों में खेलने का रिवाज है. Cricket is like a religion. जो किसी गली में ना हो तो आपको पता नहीं लोग रहते भी हैं कि नहीं रहते हैं यहाँ पे. But with tennis, हम बात कर रहे थे कि टेनिस जो है, क्रिकेट जैसे कहीं भी खेले जा सकती है. टेनिस जो है, you started with on a court that was actually made out of cow's dung, right?
Yeah, not just started. I played for like 5 years of my life on that. That's
on that court.
Well, वही होता था तब, और तो कुछ होता नहीं था. We used to play in Hyderabad, where people didn't really understand what a clay court or hard court क्या होता था. That was what was available, so that's where we started playing, really.
अच्छा, and for the uninitiated, including me, कितने किस्म के कोर्ट होते हैं, सानिया?
There's a few. There is grass court, obviously. There's clay court. There's hard court. Then there's astroturf. And then there's different kinds of hard court. One is a rebound, and then rebound ace, and then there's one that is completely hard. So there's different. There are a few. Maybe I don't know exactly how many, but होंगे 8-10 किस्म के तो होंगे.
Okay. And where do you practice here in Dubai? I mean, how do you keep up with your?
I can't tell you that on an interview where I practice, but I do practice with.
1 किलोमीटर की दूरी पे है यहाँ?
नहीं 1 किलोमीटर की दूरी पे. About 5 kilometers की दूरी पे.
चलिए ठीक है. टाइम बता दें, हम फॉलो कर लेंगे आप. Okay, nice. So okay, but then the best thing about Dubai is coming back to Dubai and your life in Dubai, I think one of the एक नुकसान तो है कि घर वालों से दूर है, but the kind of facilities and the kind of amenities that are available to a sports person or to any person basically, हर किसी के लिए यहाँ पे जगह है. So was that the reason that you actually chose Dubai, understanding कि neutral जगह चाहिए थी आपको और शोएब के लिए?
No, actually Dubai is somewhere where we've lived since we've gotten married. Just before we got married, we got a place. We weren't living here, but we were living in Dubai. And obviously we used to not live as much क्योंकि मैं भी बहुत सारा travel कर रही थी and he was traveling a lot as well. But it's a good we like it because it's really peaceful. हम लोग supermarket जा सकते हैं. We can do certain normal things as well यहाँ पे. And more than that, I like the lifestyle here. I have always loved Dubai. I used to come here as a kid, and I have always thought that it would be a really good place to raise your kids as well because it's got the best of the East and the West dono. Which is very important for us. Being practicing Muslims, for us religion is important as well, and so is dunya. So we are very happy about the fact that you can find a mosque here as well, and you can still get the best of education here. You've got really entertainment. You've got everything. So it's a very good mix, and it's a very culturally it really appeals to us as well. So
nice. Speaking of your kid, he's quite a star now on Insta. Thanks to you.
He is a star. Not thanks to me, he's a star all by himself. Yeah.
नहीं मैं ख्याल में काफ़ी किस्म के उसके लिए shout outs देख रहा होता हूँ इंसान के लिए. Even though Shoaib puts it up sometimes. As a mother, do you think, of course, I mean, it's stupid to ask if has your life changed? It's like the question is done to death. But Indra Nooyi, PepsiCo की जो head थी, उन्होंने एक मरतबा कहा कि यार हर एक माँ को एक short term guilt होता है कि यार हर तरह से आप नहीं पहुंच पाते अपने बच्चे की जो भी एक्टिविटीज़ होती हैं उसमें. आई डोंट नो व्हेदर यू रिलेट टू इट और नॉट, बट लेट मी कंप्लीट माय क्वेश्चन. पर उन्होंने कहा कि ये ठीक है, ये होना चाहिए, क्योंकि इफ़ यू वांट टू काउंट योर सेल्फ एज एन एंटिटी, क्योंकि आपकी दुनिया सिर्फ एक माँ होने पे ख़त्म नहीं हो जाती, क्योंकि शी वॉज द हेड ऑफ अ जायंट कॉर्पोरेशन. उन्होंने कहा मैंने कंटिन्यू किया, कहीं कहीं मुझे गिल्ट है, बट आई थिंक व्हाट आई हैव गिवन बैक टू माई my family and then the corporation as a whole, I think it weighs much more. So कभी इस तरह का कोई ख्याल आता है?
I think everybody deals with motherhood differently. I think कि ये जो mother's guilt होती है वो सबको होती है. अभी मैं इंटरव्यू कर रही हूँ, मेरा बच्चा नीचे स्विमिंग कर रहा है और मैं उसके साथ नहीं हूँ, तो this in itself can be something. But it's very important to understand कि as a mother, just like as being a father, just being a mother or father is not your only sole duty on earth. It is a very important duty, and it is something that I feel that everybody should experience. I think it's taught me so much in my life. But that doesn't mean I have to take a step back with my own dreams and what I want to do. Just the way my husband is not expected to do that. He's been in Sri Lanka for the last one month, and that is something that I have spoken about very openly for a long time. I have spoken about where a woman should not and need not be questioned whether when she wants to be a CEO, she wants to be a tennis player in my case, and she wants to travel the world and have a baby, and she should not be questioned about it just the way my husband is not questioned about when he's in Sri Lanka for a month.
Sweet, how cool.
So it's not about it's just about how you see it, and I'm very lucky to have a really good support system. I'm very lucky to have people around me who are very supportive of the way I think, and that's the way we all have been brought up. We come from a family of 2 girls where we've not ever been told that you're a girl so you can't do this. That is not something that we were brought up with, and that is the kind of belief that I have in my life. So whether you're a mother or you're not a mother, your life should continue, and of course I would love to be with him when he's swimming, but it's okay if I'm not there once in a week. I'm there every day. So
that's fine. Okay, super. That's a great answer. Thanks, Sania, for that. Speaking of course, आपका इंटरव्यू और शोएब की बात कर रहा हूँ, ये तो ज़्यादती हो जाएगी. Shoaib asked you for the passes for the first time when he saw you.
Yeah.
Where was it? Because very few people know आपका वो वाला interaction.
Well, actually, a lot of people know. It's all over, but We met in Hobart. I knew him socially before that,
Yeah.
and and then I was sitting with my father having dinner, and then he walked over. He said salams and everything, and then they were playing. They were playing a test series against Australia at that point. Pakistan was, and he actually walked in with another cricketer. And then he just started a conversation, and I mean we knew each other, so he asked me when I was playing and stuff, so he said I'll come, and then rest is history, like I said. But he did ask
Well, I mean, surprising actually कि शोएब actually initiated whichever way हो सकता है उन्हें genuinely passes चाहिए या शायद मुझे लगता है more than that नहीं ना
I don't think उन्हें मुझे लगता है उनको genuinely passes चाहिए थे
वहीं छोड़ दिया होगा रेस्टोरेंट में उन्होंने कहा भाई आप जाके देख लेना यहाँ पे my job is done. Did he ask you for number?
So he I mean he had to, right? Otherwise how are we going to communicate?
आपने अब्बा तो नहीं दे दिया
नहीं मैंने लेकिन ऑस्ट्रेलियन नंबर दिया था ये सोच के कि मेरे पास अब होगा नहीं 2 हफ्ते बाद. हाँ तो I did give the number. I said you can message me on this or whatever and he was not somebody random. मतलब I knew him from before, and he was he was someone that was an achiever. So I said ठीक है, no problem. And then I gave, मैंने सोचा अब क्रिकेटर है तो मैं ऑस्ट्रेलियन नंबर दे देती हूँ. अभी वो तो रहेगा नहीं मेरे पास 2 हफ्ते बाद. किसे पता था शादी हो जाएगी, राइट?
वो सेम संभाल के रखी है आपने? नहीं अच्छा
मैं इतनी इमोशनल नहीं
अच्छा नहीं. So you're not a hoarder by कि बहुत सारे लोग हैं स्पेशली स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन, ये जूता मैंने पहली मर्तबा 8 साल की उम्र में कोर्ट में पहना था. You're not.
No,
you get detached.
No, neither is. No, it's not that I get detached. I don't think there's an attachment with the shoe. I'm very practical. So I prefer not to have I prefer to have attachment with people rather than things. So
that's so cool. Okay, speaking of again, so अगले हमारे 3-4 मिनट जरा शो पे डेडिकेटेड रहेंगे. मुझे कुछ चीज़ और मुझे पूछनी है आपसे. When was the last time you visited Pakistan?
Last month.
Okay, and you were hosted by I think आपने कोई मैच भी देखा था वहाँ पे जाके, and then शाइस्ता लोधी जो है she hosted probably I think it was that trip. Okay, nice. So ये जो एक टैग है आपका, मुझे हमें तो बड़ा पसंद है. कहते हैं आप इंडिया की बेटी हैं और पाकिस्तान की भाभी हैं. How often do you get this, and then have you accepted this कि ठीक है अच्छा अब ये है तो है?
I mean, I think initially when I was like 23 years old, it was a bit hard for me to accept myself as a bhabhi. I think it's a cultural thing as well. Like in Pakistan, I've realized that it's very cultural and it's respectful to say bhabhi. So I've understood that. Obviously, we've been married for a long time, and I've accepted it. I think it's really nice the way people, the way they address you and they respect you. I think it's very sweet.
You're okay with bhabhi?
Yeah, I mean, I'm 34. I'm more okay with it when I was 23, 24.
You're getting that. How much do you understand cricket, वैसे? You off stump, leg stump,
I mean, I understand a little bit. Nothing special. We don't really. I think people think कि हमारे घर में सिर्फ या क्रिकेट या टेनिस की बात होती है. हमारे घर में क्रिकेट और टेनिस की बहुत कम बात होती है. We don't really sit and just watch.
What's a normal conversation on the dinner table? मुझे लगे ये किसी ने
ये किस किस्म का सवाल? मैं आपको पूछूं आपकी बीवी के साथ आप क्या बात करते हैं?
मैं तो बता सकता हूँ. मेरा एक ही होता है यार ये खाना कैसा बना है. नहीं खैर nothing like that.
नहीं मैं पकाती नहीं हूँ तो मेरे पे नहीं आता वो. खाना कैसे बना है?
खैर बहुत ही मैंने फुल टिपिकल जवाब दिया है कि बीवी की बात हो रही है तो खाने की बात करो. शर्म आनी चाहिए मुझे. आई एडमिट इट. थैंक यू सानिया. अच्छा मुझे सानिया बात बताइए. यू आर एक्चुअली वेरी गुड एट हैंडलिंग प्रेस. आई मीन कुछ तो अभी मुझे ट्रेलर मिल गया बट स्पेशली आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट लाइक व्हेन यू काइंड ऑफ डिस्क्लोज्ड ठीक है आपकी शादी हो गई थी और देयर वाज ह्यूज मीडिया मतलब गिलोर जो वहाँ पे था. बट देन उसके बाद या उससे पहले बिकॉज नोबडी न्यू कि शोएब और आपकी जो भी थी मतलब जिस तरह से आपने यू हैड केप्ट इट अंडर रैप्स. तो बट कहीं आप लोग जाते होंगे कहीं मिलते होंगे. हाउ डिड दैट प्रोसेस हैपन? छुप के मिलते थे?
जाहिर बात है.
बट
नहीं तो पता
कहाँ पे आप ट्रैवल या वो कहीं आते?
अब मैं आपको कैसे बताऊं ये बात?
एक तो बताते हैं आप. एक कुछ छोटा
इधर मिलते थे दुबई में. अगर मैं दुबई में रहती हूँ और आपको नजर नहीं आती तो मैं यू थिंक कि मैं मिल नहीं सकती किसी से बिना आपको मालूम करे.
अच्छा तो मतलब यार दुबई वाज द स्पॉट. ऑफ कोर्स मेक्स सेंस.
Not the spot but it was one of the spots.
Okay, a few days before you actually posted एक अमीरों की चाय आप पी रही थी. मुझे इसका नाम लेना हमेशा मुश्किल है बट अब आपको याद आ जाएगा. मैं आपको
यूजुअली नहीं पीती अमीरों वाली चाय.
वाली है.
मैं दूध पत्ती
तो
वाली
एक वो कौन सी जिसका नाम सी से आता है?
क्या आता है?
कमाल करके कुछ थी. I'll tell you okay.
Chamomile tea.
हाँ वही चाय जो सानिया पी रही थी. उसके साथ
अच्छा
उन्होंने
ये अमीरों वाली
हाँ,
चाहिए,
अमीरों
ये
वाली चाहिए,
इससे
तो
नींद
हम
मुझे अच्छी
देखेंगे।
आती है
अच्छा।
इसीलिए मैं पीती हूँ, आप ट्राई
भाई
करें।
अमीरों को नींद भी तो मुश्किल से आती है ना।
पता नहीं, उनसे पूछना चाहिए आपको।
अच्छा भाई जरा गोल हो करके एक घर दिखाइए जरा। Anyway, so Sania, you are into dramas, like you watch, you're
I
pretty
watch
much
some,
you're
yeah.
hooked to television, right? Or
No,
maybe
not hooked, but I do watch some. I mean, I've had some whenever I find time. Pandemic में we've all done different
यही
things,
किया
so
मैंने,
I
यहाँ तो
started
केक बनाया,
watching.
नेटफ्लिक्स देखा है और हमने
हाँ.
सबकी कंपनी के स्टॉक्स ऊपर किए हैं। मेरा दिल मेरा दुश्मन कि आपने वो लगाया था पिक्चर, आर यू फॉलोइंग एनी ऑफ दीज ड्रामास?
Yeah, actually, I'm watching this drama called Jalan, which ended. I find the dramas quite extreme, they're, but they're quite addictive. So I always I know Salman Bhai and Sabine, who are the Salman Bhai who owns ARY.
Yeah.
So they are very dear friends of ours. तो हम जब भी डिनर पे जाते हैं, I was like, सलमान भाई ये उसने क्यों, इसे मरा क्यों था, ये फलाना क्यों था, I was like उसको जिंदा छोड़ देते हैं, and he was like खत्म कैसे करते हैं अगर वो मर, you know, so he, I'm always asking him these questions like that he's like, so my husband always tells me तुम्हें पता है ना ड्रामा है, ये रियल में नहीं होनी कोई चीज, but I am like that, I get very involved. हाँ,
और
but I like
जलन
it.
के अलावा
That's it, I'm not watching anything else now.
बस मेरा दिल मेरा
अब
दुश्मन
खत्म
और
हो
जलन।
गया, हाँ अभी खत्म हो गए, अब now I'll find something.
आपने वो देखा प्यार के सदके?
हाँ पुराना है ना,
नहीं अब ज्यादा 5-6 महीने पहले की बात।
अच्छा नहीं दूसरा था, I
Watch
think.
it,
अच्छा
it's really
okay.
interesting.
Cool.
It's quite interesting. Okay, कोई डिजिटल शो मैंने सुना कि कोई it's in the pipeline. Are you working on it? Are you
No, I've
producing
done it. We shot for it already.
Oh, you shot?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you are
yeah.
the...
Yeah, I'm in it. I'm in as a guest appearance, but I play myself in it. It's on. It's actually more of a. It's more of a show to. It brings. There's a lot of things said about in this pandemic about COVID and because of the cough and the minute somebody coughs हमें लगता है उनको COVID हो गया, लेकिन TB के बारे में ये show बना हुआ है. You better not have it, I'm telling you.
बैट रैकेट से मार के घर से निकालूंगी मैं तुम लोगों को.
But TB के बारे में this show is about that, and it's about bringing awareness about if you get tested for COVID, you've got certain symptoms और आप ठीक नहीं हो रहे, so don't just think that it's a flu, you could have TB and वो spread भी वैसे ही होता है just like COVID does. So the show is about that.
Okay. All right. Okay. So when do we expect it? Kab?
It's already on air. I think पहला episode.
Okay.
Yeah, it's come on. It's on MTV. So.
Oh, nice. Okay. Sure. We'll keep taking a piece of the rule. Sania, a question about relationship advice. Reason why I'm asking you this, of course, I mean you're wearing multiple hats, and you're doing good. All of it.
Thanks.
But I just wanted to know, I mean, have you ever analyzed कि what's working for me? So what is it that's working for Sania and Shoaib?
तो नहीं, I think like you said, understanding होती है. There are certain things that go without saying. वो तो every normal शादी में भी होते हैं. By normal I mean जो लोग हमेशा इकट्ठे रहते हैं, साथ रहते हैं. हम लोग तो we spend a lot of time apart. But having said that, I mean it's very hard. It's not easy at all. There's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of work, like every marriage, and it's tough to be in a public marriage, so to say, because there's a constant pressure. You're always 5 दिन photo नहीं डालो तो they're like, are they fighting, are they going to split, मतलब, so it's always about that. I mean we have both learned to live with it because we've been under the scanner for a long time in our lives, just separately as well and together as well. But I think it's about having trust and faith in each other and in the relationship, and I think that's what really keeps it going. इससे ज़्यादा I don't think there is a lot to it. I think we all know once. I don't know if you're married, but if you're married, then you'll know, or if you're in a relationship for a long time, after a certain time, it's all about respect and friendship, and it turns into those kind of things. It's really not about, oh my God, I can't live without this person for 1 second. All that is really bachpana lagta hai that so over a period of time, you become more of friends, you become companions, you become, you share things with each other, you depend on each other, and I think that trust needs to be there between the two people for any relationship to work.
Okay, nice. Thank you. That's a brilliant advice. Okay, Sania, you come from Hyderabad. Hyderabad की 2 चीज़ें बहुत मशहूर है, वहाँ की उर्दू और वहाँ की बिरयानी.
जी.
तो बिरयानी की बात मैं नहीं करूँगा, but उर्दू की I have few उर्दू के थोड़े से मुश्किल वर्ड आपको मुझे बताना पड़ेगा कि आप मीनिंग्स आपको आ जाएगा मुझे लगता है.
अच्छा.
और एक स्लैंग उर्दू की कुछ स्लैंग है, and then you just need to explain कि okay मुखातिब.
I have no idea. आप मुझे क्यों पूछ रहे हैं?
मुझे सानिया मिर्जा अस्सलाम वालेकुम.
I know the meaning of that.
अच्छा चलो मुखातिब नहीं, हालांकि मैं इनसे मुखातिब हूँ बट फिर भी इन्हें नहीं पता.
क्या you know me?
मुखातिब मतलब I'm addressing you.
Oh, you're addressing.
मुखातिब खिताब करना.
अच्छा मुझे आज पता चलेंगे बहुत सारे वर्ड.
आज फिर आप शोएब से आप इस तरह से बात.
My mother-in-law will be very happy.
बर्खास्त.
वो मतलब फारिग.
हाँ मतलब वही postpone मतलब it's you know adjourned. Yeah. दश्ते तन्हाई दश्त.
I don't know.
ऐसा ये आती है इसका मतलब है forest या फिर desert.
आपको खुद नहीं पता.
मैं अभी आपको आपकी पीआर को मैं मैसेज करके बता दूं जैसे ही मुझे पता लगता है.
खुद नहीं पता आप मुझे पूछ रहे हैं.
एक मुहज्जिब.
I have no idea.
ये पता होना चाहिए आप.
क्यों?
क्योंकि आप काफी मुहज्जिब हैं. आपको पता ही नहीं आप मुहज्जिब हैं. मुहज्जिब मतलब इज्जत के काबिल.
अच्छा ओके.
सरप्राइज.
ठीक है ये सारे मुझे अभी पता चल रहे हैं.
शजर. कम ऑन. शजर
इज
आपके घर में शजर है
राइट? नहीं क्या है शजर?
आपके घर में इस वक्त 2 शजर हैं.
Men.
शजर यानी दरख्त.
अच्छा trees.
अच्छा या ट्री. ओके तो ये अच्छा
तो आप नॉर्मल ये मुझे दरख्त पूछे तो
मैं दरख्त बता सकती हूं आपको. शजर आप सानिया मिर्जा हैं आप मुश्किल उर्दू बोल रहे हैं. आप हैदराबाद से हैं. ओके नाउ मूविंग टू द स्लैंग एंड देन
आपको शायद हैदराबादी पता नहीं है नहीं तो आप ये नहीं पूछते मुझसे. आप मुझसे बात करें दायरा से उर्दू में बात करें आपको पता चल जाएगा.
ओके अब हम जरा अपनी वाली लैंग्वेज पे आते हैं. ये स्लैंग है ठीक है. फड्डा
लाइक फाइट लाइक
एक फड्डा के बाद फर्रा. फर्रा
मैं वैसे फड्डा हैदराबादी स्लैंग नहीं है.
नहीं मैं तो उर्दू की बात
अच्छा ऐसी
मैं हैदराबादी की लैंग्वेज.
अच्छा
फर्रा ये जो मैं कर रहा हूँ इस वक्त.
क्या बात.
फर्रा चले. फर्रा मींस वो छोटी सी जो चीट शीट जो होती है ना.
अच्छा
हाँ मतलब
ये आप कह रहे हैं.
ये हाँ ये मतलब मैं देख के जो मैं आपसे बता रहा हूँ. और
इस पे पैन करें वो
जुगाड़.
नीचे.
जुगाड़ you would know. सानिया would know जुगाड़.
हाँ जुगाड़ मतलब लाइक क्या मतलब मैं जुगाड़
इजी वे आउट. जुगाड़. टोपी.
आई नो वो टोपी पहनाना ना किसी को.
टोपी पहनाना. चवल.
चवल ये लोग कहते हैं यार. ये लोग एक दूसरे को कहते हैं बड़ा चवल है. What does it mean? Like stupid.
Like stupid something like that. It's the last one. Bhand. Come on Sania, don't do that. बंद हो जाएगा.
I mean, I speak normal language, guys. I know it may come as a surprise to you, but I don't really speak whether it's that or this extreme. What is it?
भंड का मतलब प्रॉब्लम हो जाता. मतलब यार ये तो बहुत बड़ा भंड हो गया. सानिया मिर्जा ने मुझे डांट दिया, घर से निकाल दिया. So that would be a भंड. Okay, that's pretty much it, Sania. We have a surprise video for you. Someone has sent a video. We just wanna show it to you.
Okay.
Or you don't mind, right? Just. अच्छा, मैं आपको पहले आवाज सुनाता हूँ. You just have to guess कौन है, ठीक है? Sania.
What do you say about Sania Mirza?
Okay, so we have received a surprise message from Isam. He was sweet enough to send us this message for Sania. और उन्होंने कुछ ऐसी बातें बताई हैं सानिया और उनकी अम्मी के बारे में जो कि शायद आपको कम पता होंगी.
I've known Isam for so long.
What to say about Sania Mirza? Obviously, everybody knows superstar icon, not just in India or Pakistan, but पूरी दुनिया के अंदर. I know Sania for a very very long time. I remember the first time she came to Pakistan also, junior ITF tournament खेलने के लिए under 18. I've seen all her struggles as well, future level के ऊपर, satellite level के ऊपर, challenges level के ऊपर, and I always believe she's going to be a superstar and she's going to be a great player because she was always very very dedicated. Her whole family was, her parents as well. I remember the time we played 2 futures in Nigeria, and वहाँ पे we were not allowed to leave the hotel premises. We had to eat breakfast, lunch and dinner, everything at the hotel, and it was not COVID time at that time. And लेकिन वहाँ की जो conditions थे बहुत खतरनाक थे. And I remember आंटी जो है सानिया की वाला, she used to cook every night desi food in Nigeria, and every second day or third day she used to ask all the Pakistani players जो थे or Indians to come to their room and dine with them, and it's something I would always cherish and I would never forget. I do remember Sania winning both those tournaments, and I think I have to give all the credit to auntie and her cooking. उसके अलावा she मेरे ख्याल से तो दोस्तों की दोस्त है, यारों की यार है. She's super humble, and that's one quality I really admire about her. I respect her as a tennis player. I respect her as an athlete, and more importantly, I respect her as a human being and as a friend as well. She's very humble and she's very down to earth, and obviously a role model and inspiration for many women in India and Pakistan and subcontinent. Take care, stay safe, and stay blessed.
I've known Isam since I was like 13 years old.
13.
I've known Assam longer than any Pakistani I've ever known. Yeah, I've known him for a very long time. ये जिस जगह की बात कर रहे हैं, हम लोग लेगोस में थे नाइजीरिया में, और वहाँ पे लिटरली हमें बाहर, it was really unsafe to go out. तो मम्मा बैठ के वो बाथरूम में खाना बनाती थी, क्योंकि वो चूल्हा रख के एंड लाइक चावल और चिकन वो बाहर से मंगवा के एंड स्टफ, एंड देन ऑल हमारे पता नहीं कितने 12-13 इंडियन और पाकिस्तानी हम सब इकट्ठे बैठ के तो खाते थे मेरे रूम में. And he's right, I did win both those tournaments. But yeah, I've known Assam for very, very long. बहुत. And my first ever tournament actually was in Pakistan. My first ever international tournament was in Pakistan in ITF when I was 12.
Which city? Really?
In Islamabad.
Whoa, that's news for us. अच्छा जी, उसके बाद से आपको असम से मिलने के बाद आपको पाकिस्तानी पे भरोसा हो गया होगा.
I don't know. नहीं, Assam is a very good friend. Actually, he was here. He came home like last month.
He was here.
He was here home. And he's doing a lot of great work, a lot of good charity and stuff. So he had Shoaib had given his bat. I gave my
autograph,
my racket. So for a good cause. And like I said, I've known him for so many years. We've been through a lot together. So yeah, he's a very dear friend.
Thank you. On that note, हम इजाज़त लेंगे आपसे सानिया. Thank you for letting us in. You have a beautiful house, and more than that, you have a beautiful personality. Thank you for doing this for us. This is Sadiq Salim signing off. सानिया बस थोड़ी देर में इनकी जो PR है वो हमें घर से धक्के मार के बाहर निकालने वाली है. बड़ा प्यार दिया जी इन्होंने हमें यहाँ पे.
बहुत मज़ा
आया जी. आते रहेंगे हम. Okay जी, thank you so much. माय दुबई लाइफ के पहले एपिसोड में हमने आपसे वादा किया था कि सज्जल का ऑटोग्राफ स्केच आप तक पहुंचाएंगे. आप में से जो भी सज्जल का सबसे बड़ा फ़ैन होगा वो ये स्केच हासिल करेगा. मगर ये काफ़ी मुश्किल हो गया हमारे लिए कि जब हमने 340 एंट्रीज़ हमने पढ़ी तो हमने कहा कि सिर्फ एक को देना तो बहुत ज़्यादती होगी, तो हमने 2 विनर सेलेक्ट किए. राबिया ताहिर इज़ द फर्स्ट विनर जिन्हें ओरिजिनल स्केच दिया जाएगा, और उसके साथ सिद्रा दाऊद, उनको हम स्केच की कॉपी भेजेंगे. थैंक यू फॉर द एंट्रीज़. और आप में से वो लोग जिन्होंने लिखा, जवाब दिया, आपका भी बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. इंशाल्लाह आगे और बहुत से ऐसे मौके आएंगे जहां हम आपको पर्सनलाइज्ड स्टार्स की चीज़ें जो हैं वो गिफ्ट में दिया करेंगे. सो स्टे विद अस. आई होप यू एंजॉयड. सी यू.